Thanks for joining me for this yoga practice. I know I've been away for a while, so I thought it would be fitting to return with a hip opening video. Very gentle, very relaxing. We will begin in a reclined butterfly pose or reclined cobbler's pose, bringing the feet together, knees out, reclining back onto the spine. I do have some pillows underneath my head and I'm going to use them for the rest of the practice, so if you would like to grab some pillows now, pause the video and get back to it. You can rest the hands at the sides. I'm resting my hands on the belly, really connecting with the breath. Inhaling, filling up the lower belly, and exhale, letting the whole body sink into the mat. Inhale, and exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale, and exhale. Pausing for a moment here, this hip opening pose. Letting gravity do all the work. On your next inhale, slowly bring the knees together, lifting up. The feet will find the floor. And we'll hug the knees in. You can hold on to the knees, hug around the thighs, hug around the shins. Offering some gentle rocking and rolling for the hips and the lower back. Drawing some gentle circles with the knees even. The option is yours. Wherever you are, bringing the right knee in, we'll take the left leg nice and long and giving the knee a few gentle pulses. Exhale as you pull the knee in and inhale as the knee comes out. One more time. Offering some gentle circles to the knee. Moving in one direction and then the other. Moving into a half happy baby. It's almost like you'd expect, imagining a baby rolling around in his crib, all happy. What we want to do is grab the big toe or grab the outside of the right foot with the right hand. And if the hip and the knee are already feeling tight, you can just stay right here, just pulling and pushing that knee and hip open a little bit more. And if the space is there, you can take the foot up towards the sky, the sole facing the ceiling. There's a sharp angle here in the leg, feeling that opening through the thigh, deep into the hip. I find grabbing the outside of the foot definitely adds some intensity to the stretch, and wrapping the toes around, or wrapping the fingers around the toe rather, takes some of the intensity out of this stretch, I find. Could just be the angle of which you're kind of driving that knee in. Over the next few breaths, begin to release the leg nice and slow. Keeping the hands hugged around the back of the thigh. Moving into some hamstring stretches, we're going to extend the foot towards the ceiling and exhale, release. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lifting up. Make sure you're relaxing through the neck and the shoulders. There should be no tension there. This is all happening in the legs. Last time, lifting up. We'll hold here for a few moments. Breathing deep. Connect with your breath. And your next exhale, release. And begin to release the leg to the ground, hugging the left knee in this time. Again, you can hold the knee, hug behind the thigh or around the shin. Offering some gentle pulses to begin. Exhale as you drive the knee in, and inhale as you release. One last time. Into a happy baby. So same thing, we either want to wrap around the big toe with the fingers or grab the outside of the left foot. You can just keep the knee and the foot nice and low if you feel the stretch already and this is good, or slowly begin to lift the foot up. You can pause at different intervals here if you can't get your foot all the way up, but this feels good. You gotta trust your body. You know best. Much better than I, just through your phone screen or television screen or computer, wherever it is you're watching. Just breathe into this stretch. There shouldn't be any pain in the hip, in the thigh. If there is, like I said, just keep the foot lower. It will take the intensity, the spice out of this stretch a little bit, but you can still feel a stretch happening in the thigh and in the hip. No doubt. Work with what you got. You gotta work with what you got. Wherever you are in this pose, we're slowly going to begin to release and take the left leg nice and long. Moving into a pigeon series, we are going to bring the right leg in, the left foot finds the ground. It's a nice supportive knee as we rest our right ankle on the knee. This might be a good stretch for you. You can just stay here. You can begin to walk the foot in. It will deepen the stretch. You want to feel the stretch in the right hip, in the glute. All of the action is happening in the right leg. If this is good, stay here. You can also lift the foot up onto the left foot onto the ball of the foot. It will add to the stretch. Or you can reach on through the legs. Hug the hands around the shin or around the thigh and deepen the stretch. Relax the neck and shoulders. All of the action is happening in the hip, as I say. Breathe deep. Notice if you're holding your breath. Notice if the rhythm is changing. Is it becoming short and shallow? Really seek to reconnect with that steady flow of inhale and exhale. Now on your next exhale, we're going to fall over to the left for a twisted pigeon. So exactly as I said, we're just going to drop the legs. They're going to fall over to the left. I'm kind of close to the wall, so I'm going to back over a little bit. Nice and slow like. The knee, the foot can find the ground. If you're feeling really tight and you can't get this leg over, just support the foot and the knee with the left hand wherever you are. Take some of the pressure off of this hip. This is a pretty deep stretch. It really originates in the glute, TFL up here, and goes all the way down the IT band into the knee. I like to have my foot on the ground, the right foot on the ground in this instance, and that left knee is backed up nice and close into my right leg, really supporting me in this stretch. Option here, if you're feeling good, you can open up the right arm, adding a bit of a chest and shoulder element to this twist. Otherwise, just keep the hand on the ribs or at the side. On your next inhale, slowly begin to lift up, bringing the knees back to center, and we will release the right leg Offer some gentle wiper blades for the knees here, dropping the knees to the right and then to the left. Coming back to center, we are going to pause here and move into that pigeon on the other side. So the right leg will stay firmly planted and the left ankle comes up to kiss the right knee. Again, you can stay right here if you're feeling the stretch already. You can walk the foot in, deepen that stretch, come up onto the ball of the foot. Or you can go right on ahead, reach on through, hug the shin or hug around the back of the thigh. Make sure you're not too tense through the upper body. You want a good grip on your leg, but you don't want to be forcing or really overly engaging through the neck and the shoulders. You want to be nice and loose. All of the action and energy is in that left hip this time. Check in with the breath. The hips are a common area of tension and tightness. So if you're feeling that comfortable resistance here, just breathe into it. Really try to focus and maintain that steady flow of breath. And on your next exhale, begin to drop the legs over to the right this time for that twisted pigeon. So as I mentioned before, the hand can kind of support the knee and the foot here. The right foot is on the ground, but the left foot is lifted. Right knee is also lifted. If you've got space and can drop on over, let it all fall. As you see, I like to keep my hand firmly on this twisted foot. The left foot, in this case, the right knee is in supporting this left leg in the twist. I've got my hand on my belly, but you can open up to the left. Gaze over that left shoulder. Open up through the chest. Add that gentle twisting element. Feels so good. You can feel the stretch from the glutes all the way to the knee. Really getting that lateral edge of the thigh. Feels so good. Over the next few breaths, we'll come out of this twist, returning to center, nice and slow. Release the foot to the mat, and same thing, offering some gentle wiper blades here, little action side to side. Rolling over onto the right side, making our way to a seated position. Once you're over onto your side, right or left, it doesn't really matter. Just push yourself up, joining me in a easy seated position. We're going to come to butterfly pose. Once you do get up to a comfortable seat, bringing the feet together out in front of you. Knees nice and wide. Option here for those cushions, bring them underneath the knees. This adds that supportive element. Very, very delicious. Feels so good. If you're feeling good here in your butterfly pose, the option to fold is also available to you. As you exhale, begin to close the gap between the upper body and the lower, hinging at the hips. Make sure your hips stay planted here in butterfly. You don't want them to be lifting up. You want those sit bones, the bony landmarks in your butt, to be firmly rooted into the ground as you fold. Spine should be nice and long. You don't want to be collapsing or becoming crunched up anywhere in the vertebrae. Nice long chain of energy from your crown to your tail. Feeling this opening through the inner thighs and the outer. It's really getting at those hips. Don't want to put too much pressure on the knees though. That's why I really love having the pillows here. They help support the knees from taking the brunt of the opening and putting too much stress on them. Over the next few breaths, wherever you are in this pose, begin to come up, rising up, moving into a wide-legged fold. So here, what we want to do is keep the leg cushioned, and we'll bring in the left leg. Right leg goes nice and long, left leg comes in. I'm cushioning both. It feels great. So what we want to do here is twist the body, turning towards the right leg, and we walk the hands out gently. Not forcing here, not hunching, nice tall, long spine, gazing towards the foot, feeling this opening through the hip and the lower back on the left side. As well as gentle hamstring opening on the right leg as you lean and deepen the stretch. Over the next few breaths, coming back up and transitioning to this fold on the other side. So we bring the right leg in, it's cushioned. We bring the left leg out, cushion under the thigh and the knee. Helps take some of the pressure off the back of the thigh, especially if your hamstrings and hips are tight. Twist towards the left leg. And as you exhale, walk the hands out, however far is comfortable. You could be here, feeling the stretch in the left side body, right side body, sorry. You can be down here. Whichever feels best for your body. I need you to honor that, as per usual. Breathe deep, reconnect with your breath, connect with your posture, really notice how your spine feels in this pose. Are you folding? Are you crunching? Collapsing? Next few breaths, begin to lift back up. Moving into, this pose has two names. It's called cow face in Hatha Yoga, and it's called shoelace in Yin Yoga. We're just focusing on the lower body aspect of it today. So right leg comes out long in front, and left leg twists over. The foot kind of comes out at the side for a half shoelace, half cow face. I just like to hug the knees. You can add in a fold here as well. Full shoelace, full cow face is simply bringing this right leg in to mirror the left in this case. Again, same thing, we can add the fold. If you feel this is really tight on the legs, simply sitting up straight, or even extending that bottom leg. It will definitely take some of the intensity out of the stretch. It will allow you that extra space to fold. Again, sit bones are firmly planted in this pose. You're not lifting up and hinging forward completely. You want to keep the hips firmly on the ground. Wherever you are, begin to inhale and lift up. We'll unrelease the legs. And do the same thing on the other side. We shake them out and begin again. Bring the right leg over the left this time for half shoelace, half cow face. Option here to fold. If this feels good, I encourage you to stay here. If you'd like to take this pose a little deeper, we fold in that left leg, mirroring the right. Both hips are firmly planted on the ground. Nice tall spine, feeling good. Can add in a bit of a fold. Check in with your breath. Make sure you're not holding, not creating any more resistance in the body. We want to create space. We toe the line of comfortable resistance in each stretch. so that we can create more space for the next time we explore the pose. We hope. Over the next couple breaths, become straight, sitting up nice and tall yet again, and release the legs. Offer a bit of wiper blades here. Thank you so much for joining me for this gentle hip opening session. I hope you are feeling open and relaxed. Thank you so much for continuing to support Peaceful Nothing. I hope to have some new videos up soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and even share if you enjoyed this practice. Namaste, and have a fantastic day.